Time for exposition. The issue.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to VR Troopers. So, we are on issue number 4, 2/3 of the way through, or getting to the 2/3 mark of the 6-issue run. And there's only one thing I wanted to mention, and that is me not actually knowing that Ryan Steele's father was Darkheart in the original TV show. That goes to show how much I actually watched it, because I don't recall that, though it was on syndication, like reruns, so I could have just missed those episodes altogether. But regardless, this one's going to be just exposition dump the issue. So without any further ado, let's just jump right on into it. We begin today's story just moments after they freed Ryan's mother from the Darkheart exosuit at VR Trooper HQ. Hey, Mom, it's me, Ryan. I spent years trying to forget what my mother looked like. No, don't call me that. It doesn't mean I ever succeeded. I haven't been that for a very long time. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't need the reminder. Okay, now I really don't know how to react. Ryan? Normally I'd say we turn her over to Zarish. I will not surrender to the Altarians. Yeah, I figured that much. Will you let me finish? Well, your mom's a little trigger-happy. No offense. None taken. Well, some taken. Well, you don't get a vote. My friend Kaitlin is in trouble because of you. I don't trust you farther than I can throw you. With the exosuit. We have a holding cell. Wait, we do? We've been using it for storage. Why? You aren't ready for this. At all. You think you can just waltz into Ziktor's lair and rescue your friend? Karl Ziktor is out of your league. The part of him that matters, anyway. Hey, you think we're afraid of a guy just because he's trying to break into another reality? That's just Tuesday for us. He's not trying to break in. He's trying to get back. Karl Ziktor's consciousness is completely entwined with that of Grimlord, the tyrannical ruler of the reality he's trying to reach. So he's also a victim? Hardly. Ziktor willingly traded himself for the power Grimlord offered. He will stop at nothing to reach Grimlord's reality, and he's on the verge of success. That office building's got a veritable fortress hidden inside it. Your friend will be locked up tight wherever is most secure. Ziktor won't risk tripping the finish line. But if he merged his subconsciousness with Grimlord, hasn't he already breached the barrier? Not completely. They actually do a pretty damn good job melding the two faces next to each other. Awesome. Grimlord and Ziktor have mastered transferring energy through the barrier, but not matter. They can overwrite existing matter, like you saw with their Skugs, like Grimlord can do with Ziktor himself. But it's easily disrupted, and the matter reverts to its original state, with her having kicked someone out of a person's body. The only people who ever mastered inner reality matter transfer were Professor Horatio Hart and Dr. Tyler Steele, your father. When they invented the trooper tech? You figured that out, huh? Good. What you need to know next is that everything, and I mean everything, depends on my getting back to them. So, Dad is alive? It's a long story. Then you gotta talk fast. My friend's still in danger. Fine. Your father was, well, and is, a brilliant man, and he was absolutely dedicated to his work, almost obsessed with it. We joked that he spent more time with Horatio than with me, but it was just teasing. I was so proud of him and his work. I was so proud of my own, but that's what destroyed us. Do you remember what I did for a living? No. Yeah, fair enough. I worked for the Defense Department, though we were already just a shell. The Altarians hollowed out Earth's independent militaries. No conqueror wants the conquered to be able to fight back. Where Tyler only saw a new horizon for science, I saw a chance to build real security for Earth. I begged him to talk to my employers, but he was convinced they'd use his tech against the Altarians. Maybe they would have. Tyler knew how much my job meant to me. He stopped believing I'd keep his secrets. But I did. Even when he took you and left. He left and you just let him? He took you to the other side of the country. It wasn't an easy commute. Besides, Tyler was a better parent than I could ever be. That's a pathetic excuse and you know it. Do you want to have this fight, or do you want to save your friend? I tried to give you and Tyler space, but I still kept tabs. And not just for work. A few years later, I realized he was getting close to success. I just didn't know how close. I decided to confront him the night he and Horatio opened the portal. But so did the Heltarians. They were going to shut it all down. Couldn't fathom that a couple humans had come up with tech they didn't understand. And the portal opened. It pulled us in, but it was stable. I swear it was stable. Until they closed it behind us. They abandoned you in another reality? Are you really surprised? I wish I was. Well, what happened next? Grimlord happened next. Grimlord and Pain. Grimlord's realm wasn't the most technologically advanced, but our existence proved that there was an entirely new reality to conquer. And two of its most brilliant minds had landed in his hands. He tortured us, brainwashed us, but I got the least of it. I wasn't a scientist, didn't have anything useful to cut out of my head, so Grimlord cast me out and turned his full attention to them. It took me years to get back to them. And by then, they'd nearly recreated the portal. But there was just enough of Horatio left to rebel. He got me through the breach, destroyed it behind me. I don't know what price he paid for it, but I'm sure it was tremendous. But without Horatio, they couldn't use the tech, right? For a while. But Tyler's clearly on the verge of filling in the blanks. The test portals prove that. As long as Grimlord has Tyler, Earth is in danger. I may not be military anymore, but it's still my job to defend the planet, and I fully intend to. Don't worry, we'll save them. Together. As he tries reaching out to his mother's hand, which she rejects it wholeheartedly. Your father isn't himself anymore, Ryan. The things he's done, the things Grimlord made him do, I don't know if he remembers anything from before he became a monster. Wait, not even me? It took me a long time to remember myself, even after I was back in this world. It took even longer to become myself again. As much as I'll ever be, I know it doesn't excuse anything, but I wanted to be a better mother. It's just, the only thing I ever seemed to know how to do was my job. And it was all so long ago. No, it wasn't that long ago. You attacked me, remember? You attacked my friends, my base. You were a garbage mom. Fine, but I don't need a mother anymore. You could have taken off the mask and had a conversation. I thought it was better to be a bad memory than a current heartache. So you thought punching me in the face was better than telling me the truth? Jeez. I needed that portal, and your virtualizers are based on the same technology. I could have killed you, but I won't apologize for trying to complete my mission. Wait, the mission against your own son? You aren't just my son anymore. You are an Atarian operative. How could I know you wouldn't just hand me over to them? Well, technically, we still could. Hey, you're not helping, JB. You talk about how well defended Zictor's hideout is. Well, that means you can't get in either. Not alone. So we're going to work together, because I'm saving my friend, my father, and Earth. You want to do the same? You do it with me. On my terms. Under my command. Yes, sir. Troopers aren't killers. You see, Dad, you let me deal with him. Do you know what he calls himself now? Darkheart. And trust me, whoever he used to be, Darkheart doesn't get dealt with. He deals with you. So we're going to actually get the TV version of Darkheart, but probably with a, well, darker twist to it than the TV show. So we'll have to wait and see in issue number 5. I don't know, in about a month. I have maybe, well, I don't know, who knows. Anyways, till next time, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.